this is the first interaction session. So I have completed my post.
Hello, what happened? Your internet has gone. Perhaps your internet is gone.
Yes, sir.
Oh, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Now, who has not spoken so far? I think everybody is Gopika. Gopika, I think you are coming for the first day today. Gopika is a girl from Kerala, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Correct.
Yeah. Please tell me, Gopika. You talk on this topic. You tell about yourself briefly, then start.
Yes, sir. Sure. So my name is Gopika, as Sarah mentioned, and I have completed my master's in economics from Pondicherry University. And right now I have given my federal bank test, and right now I'm preparing for GT. And and this is my first interaction today. And today's topic is Edtech bubble has burst. So let me give a brief opinion from my side. So as everyone has mentioned, the Edtech is the educational technology, and everyone was talking that the pandemic has given a growth to this Edtech companies, but some companies like Byju's and an academy has started much before 2020. That is, Byju's has initiated or started incorporated on 2015, but the 2 years, that is 2020 and 2022, these companies like Byju's and academy, Vedanta and grade up these
Vedantu, na? Not Vedanta.
Yeah,
Vedantu.
yes.
If you say Vedanta, it will refer to that aluminum company, steel company, in which I think there was one Mittal who was in Lakshmi Mittal. He is interested in that. Anyhow, doesn't matter. Good. You are an economics candidate. Please speak.
Yes, sir. So the growth that they have seen in the 2 years is like unbeatable and uncompromisable. And of course, when you talk about the competition, the next question comes is regarding the quality. So once when there are more competitors in the market, then the next question is like what kind of quality products they are giving. And COVID had helped them to get helped many of the graduate and postgraduate to get employed into these edtech companies. But then after once when the COVID has over, that is talking particularly like by mid of 2022, the edtech companies, not regarding the growth, the quality has declined drastically. Especially we have seen in last 2 days newspapers that the Byju's companies, Byju's net worth, and all these allegations regarding Byju's. And right now, I am stressing particularly on Byju's because I am from Kerala, and Byju Ravindran is also a Malayali, and he has started his company, or maybe before this Byju's app, he was a tuition teacher, and then only he switched into an app. And they have a net worth right now of 3.4 billion. And by 2020, as I have told earlier, Byju's has become Asia's the first company to get investment from Chan Zuckerberg. He's also a partner in Meta company. And by in 2000 September 2020, they become the title sponsors of IPL, and by March 2022 they also become one of the official sponsors of FIFA World Cup. So once this 2022 hype has come down, the growth has also declined drastically. And you know what they provide? They provide according to the and they have providing their service according to their demands. And all the time people prefer offline education or offline learning rather than online learning, because the amount of subject that students can acquire through online platform is very less. So recently they have also started
online subjects. Students can learn from online is less, you said. It is not less. It is too many subjects can be learned by candidates by studying online. And
Yes, but the efficiency I was talking about, like people can switch it on the video and can do their own business if they are taking an online class. There is also a possibility of that.
that's what I did today, because a lot of messages came today. So I requested our Valarmati to take her, and I'm really happy. She has the potentiality to conduct the GD also nicely, though she is
Thank you, sir.
struggling somewhat. Very good. Because you are not an ordinary student, you are an ECE engineering student of 2018 or 19, whatever it is. So nice. So, Gopika, you talked extremely well. Gopika, you talked extremely well, and more expectation will be from you, because you are an economic student, and
Yes,
also a girl from Kerala. So they will select you provided you are able to communicate well with confidence. Very
yes,
happy.
sure.
Now I would request Valar to speak something on this. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Good evening, everybody. I'm Valarmati. I'm from Tamil Nadu. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to discuss about the topic Edtech Bubble Burst. Edtech is an education platform which which is improving the learning and teaching technology using the Edtech platforms. A lot of Edtech platforms are selling nowadays, and it became very familiar in the pandemic days. Okay? Before that, people are willing to go to the centers to take educations and learning something. But during the pandemic, people was fear to come out, or people has fear to come out from the home. So people are very comfortable with the edtech platforms and online platforms. So at that time, most of the edtech platforms are landing their leg at that time only. And the edtech platform is very useful in many cases. Many cases. Edtech platforms are now facing a lot of losses because now the pandemic is over. Everyone is getting into their institutions to take learning from the institutions and organizations, etc. And school students are facing a lot of issues by learning through online platforms, because they don't get much interactions in online learnings and all. But it is useful in the pandemic times also. But college and other than the preparation for government exams, it is good to learn. And Byju's is our tech giant, faced a lot of losses after this pandemic. And what Byju is doing is it collaborates with Akash Akash to do their education platform more good. But most edtech giants are building their constructing their centers in many areas to improve their education platform, because now people preferring to go to institutions to take their learning. So in my point of view, edtech platform has a bright future if they do some molding according to the people what they are like, and means I will get a bright future, and it also develop our country also, because before the pandemic, no one is taking aware of that online platforms and a lot of products, including learning, and then our internet facilities also increased after the pandemic only. So it's a good one to improve in the future also, and it will get a better future. That's it, sir.
Good. Very nice. Very happy. Now we will go for reading some of the materials that I have collected. Now, what we will do? Yeah, please tell me. Vinita, Vinita, your Federal Bank GD and this GD, they are not comparable. Number two, this session is arranged only for giving an opportunity for you to talk in English and also face a similar situation that you will be having on, say, Federal Bank GDs. Federal Bank GD is also going to be online, and I think mostly it will be through Microsoft platform. Platform. That's the only difference. And now you are getting a practice to talk in English. So now what is your doubt, Vinita?
See, is this correct by indicating particular company name like Byju's facing crisis or
No,
in
this is
GD?
no, this is only I will be sharing with our students only, and also we are not anyway criticizing anything. We are only reading out what has come in newspapers. You understand? I know now what I am going to ask you to do will be to read what has been given in newspaper reports over which we have no control. Okay. Now, I think, are you seeing something on the screen now? Yes, please, Vinita.
Yes,
But one thing, it is always better to take a middle order stand whenever we talk. The idea is, I know what you are questioning. You are telling, is it right to use the name Byju's and all that? No, the idea is we are not interested in speaking. However, unless we tell that, the effect of the topic will not be carried away very well. So we have to tell some names, and you can make a light mention about it and go about on continuing this. Nobody talked in detail about our Byju's or whatever it is. Nobody is interested in that also. Anyhow, Vinita, you only started, na? Vinita? Vinita, you only asked. Who asked doubt now, this question?
Sir, I'm only asked the doubt, sir.
Yeah, please start reading this. The Edtech sector.
The Edtech sector has been growing exponentially over the last few years, and even more so after COVID-19 hit. A Blum Venture report. Note, this report is based on, sir, if we right to read that, sir, bracket.
Yeah, please, you have to read the bracket also.
Note, this report is based on rough assumptions, suggests that the Edtech market was close to $750 million in 2020 and will hit $4 billion by 2025. This is a sheer drop in the ocean of the larger education market, estimated at $135 billion in 2020 by the
Estimated
at $135 billion in 2020 by the same report. The market starts from early learners who are in preschool to continuous learning, looking to upskill themselves.
Continuous learners. No,
Continuous learners.
The very object of these sessions are for 100 rupees. Why I am conducting these sessions is only to give you people an opportunity to read properly. You see, in the one paragraph you read, you committed 3 mistakes. Correct, Vinita?
Yes, sir.
And you are not an ordinary person. What is the qualification you have done?
BSc Maths and Public Administration.
Yeah.
MA Public Administration.
See, MA. You have studied MA. In spite of it, we have problems in reading things. That is why these sessions are arranged. And I told yesterday in the class, candidates, please take some English material, a newspaper or magazines, stand before a mirror, start practicing reading correctly. Understand? So that is the object. Of course, Vinita, you read very well, no problem. Now I will request Valar to read. Valar, continue. The COVID-19 pandemic.
Okay. The COVID-19 pandemic accelerated the adoption of technology in India's education sector, a traditionally slow-moving space. Investors started pouring funds into a sector they were otherwise wary to touch, and
Very,
India saw
they were wary to touch means, wary means reluctant, not happily willing to do that. Wary means not happy. Yeah. Continue.
and India saw $0.5 billion of funds flowing into Edtech in 2019 and $4 billion flowing into Edtech in 2020 and into 2021. We now have 5 Edtech unicorns. All this while India grappled with one of the first education crises in our history, with millions of students out of school and the inequality divide burgeoning.
Burgeoning means increasing. Anyhow, thank you, Valar. We will go to Gopika. Gopika, please continue. The question remains.
Yes, the question remains, where is the sector going? A few different factors are important to consider as we evaluate the space and its players and their long-term impact on education in India. Valuation versus value. Historically, education has been about quality. Parents are willing to walk that extra mile or relocate to reach better school for their children. Currently, the edtech market reporting is primarily about the valuation of edtech companies. Little is being talked about actual learning outcomes, customer satisfaction, and the impact that these courses have on students. I had to scan the several reports by investors and different players multiple times to try and find any impact or learning comparison or detailed customer feedback on any of the players. The long term success of any education player will likely be based less on how much money investors are willing to pour into their advertising and on whether customers are actually satisfied with the products.
Very good. Now, I think Valarmati, our candidates talked for nearly 30 to 35 minutes. Was there a special mention about the inflow of money from abroad and also the reduction in inflow in subsequent days because the venture capitalists were not willing? Was there any mention? Who told about that? Any idea? Because I did not remember to have heard, but of course I was not concentrating fully. So that is why I'm asking. Yeah.
I also forgot.
Yeah, now I think it was next turn will be our Yum. Yum. What is that Yum? Yum means
Manupri.
Manpreet, please talk. Manpreet, please talk.
Valuation versus value. Historically, education.
Sorry. I think this has been already studied. Now we will go to certificates and outcomes. Yeah.
Certificates versus outcomes. Most informal players in the education space, and especially those in the higher education and employability fields, are focused on credentialing and certification. Very few of these certifications lead to actual employment or a degree. Only a handful of players even attempt to give a soft placement guarantee. If the sector evolves towards actual career outcomes, it will create a more tangible impact in the learner's life.
Continue.
Push versus pull. Several of the leading edtech players' products seem to have high customer acquisition costs, most of which exceed the actual price of the product. The Indian student has been attracted by these edtech companies with fancy ads, unique sales practices, discount, and of course, the option to use EMIs. Similar to the US private education market, which has led to stories of unsustainable college debt, some of the largest edtech players in India are able to sell products to middle class Indian parents who take loans and pay for these supplementary courses. These are not replacing school, but an additional economic load on parents who are told that their child will be missing out if they don't enroll. This large CAC is why Many of the edtech companies that have achieved unicorn status still don't report a profit,
Even at
even at an operating level. To make matters worse, they don't seem to have loyal customers. With offline education a serious contender, parents are happy to switch their child out. If edtech companies can improve their CAC and create more of a pull of their products rather than a push, their business model will appear more sustainable.
Thank you. Now, Manpreet, what is that CAC? Please find out and post in
Okay,
our
sir.
spoken English group or whatever group. You belong to BOI, na? Bank of India.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you post
Yes,
in
sir.
that. You post in that. Very
Okay,
good.
sir.
Now, Jaya's Galaxy. Please read this. Investor return.
Okay,
Jaya?
sir.
Yeah.
Yes. Investor return versus economic progress. Education has traditionally been a non-profit sector in India. Yet most tech companies are for profit. With so with so many for-profit investors sitting on their cap table and their founders owning a large chunk of the company, it seems like most of the value is going to the hands of a few. Instead of the economy progressing, a few investors will ban. Is that what India needs? In a country where education is a fundamental right, how long before the government cracks down on disproportionate gains in tech? It happened in China. Is India to follow? If more tech companies can increase their focus on lower income students, their model can integrate better into India's existing education system. India has been facing an education and employability crisis.
Where are you?
Employability crisis, and the lower line is not visible.
Yeah, India, just sufficient. For you, sufficient. Who was
Okay,
reading
okay.
that? Jaya. Now we will go to Dona. Dona, you are from which place?
I'm from Kerala,
Oh, you are from Kerala. Which part of Kerala?
Kottayam district.
You are all prospective candidates. If only you clear the written test, go for GD and interview, you have a bright chance because the need for Kerala candidates are more in federal. And only thing required is you must talk comfortably in English. Now
Yes, sir.
continue. India has been facing.
India has been facing an education and employability crisis. Despite having 1.5 million schools and close to 40,000 colleges, the rate of literacy, quality of education, and employability of our graduates is of concern. If these risk factors can be managed, will the edtechs be able to solve India's education crisis? If yes, if they are able to actually solve the problem of educational outcomes and create work-ready graduates, then they are here to stay. Additionally, if technology can be integrated into the existing education system, into our millions of institutions, and if edtech players can partner with them to offer quality at a sustainable, reasonable price along with strong outcomes, we will have a real solution to our education crisis. This is when this bubble will not burst, but actually rise up to solve one of the India's biggest problems.
Very good. What is the degree you studied, Dona?
Sir, I have done my post-graduation in toxicology.
Ori Baba, you told me once, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Sir. I was thinking, you are from Madurai, na?
No,
No,
sir,
no.
from Kerala. I
Kerala.
have done my post-graduation from Gujarat.
Gujarat. Very good, very good. Toxicology. It's a very, for you, they will ask very odd questions. What is toxicology? Why is toxicology? How is toxicology? But something like that. So many questions they will ask. Anyhow, thank you. Very good. We will go to Porkodi. Porkodi will come for this one. Porkodi will take a new page. Please read. Just a minute. The rest of the world readers survey. Yeah, Porkodi will read this. This March. Are you seeing on the screen now? Porkodi? Porkodi. Are you seeing this on the screen? No, your internet is not all. Your internet is not all right. What to do? Sorry. Now we will go to Rahul Yadav. Rahul Jadhav. Rahul Jadhav, please come.
Yes, yes, sir.
This March.
This March, when US-based AI researcher Anand Ahuja launched CTR Hero, an AI to replace thumbnail artist. He called it his life's works, trained on millions of successful thumbnails from various social media platforms. CTR Hero could create thumbnails within minutes, reproducing faces with 99% accuracy, according to Ahuja. The tool outraged designers who felt their livelihoods were suddenly at stake. Some threatened Ahuja with physical violence. Soon after its launch, Ahuja sold off the core technology for CTR Hero. Some
Very
of
good.
the pushback from people.
Very good. Very good. Then
Thank you,
we will go to the next person who has not studied so far. Venu, you are not done. Venu.
Yes, sir, I am not done, sir.
Yeah, please study some of the pushback.
Yes, sir. Some of the pushback from the peoples was understandable, but for me, it is a wish, wiser to avoid distraction and continue building.
See,
Ahuja
Venu, what happened? You were reading only first line. Some of the pushback from people was understandable. There is a comma. Was understandable, but there is a comma. For me, it is wiser. So what happened? In between, while reading it is wiser, you started putting some "the" and all that. So the sentence meaning itself is getting distorted. So we should try to read properly. All of you should imagine yourself to be news readers in English. Practice reading by standing before a mirror. Once you practice reading, automatically you will develop your ability to use difficult words, different words comfortably while talking. Could you follow Venu? Please read from the beginning. Some of the pushback.
Some of the pushback from the people was understandable.
From the people. Hello, from the people. Where is the?
From. Okay, sir.
See, this is how we commit mistakes. Please, I'm not trying to find fault with one person or you. So taking this as an example, we should try to learn. I know you get this problem because of fear. Do you have fear now while talking, while reading?
No, sir. But
Bayam irka?
No, sir.
No, very good. Please read. Some of the pushback.
Some of the pushback from people was understandable, but for me, it is to avoid distraction and continue building. Ahuja told rest of world, it is not the main reason for stepping back. Though the main reason for is that all builders are in
experimentation
mode, and all of us want to explore more field.
Continue. Varun Maya,
the Indian entrepreneur who acquired CTR Euro and relaunched it as Alpha CTR this past June, and told rest of world that whether creator like it or not, AI is coming for their industry. Ultimately, somebody is going to build the tool. Alpha CTR currently has 30,000 signups according to Maya Ahuja, who continue to be an advisor for Alpha CTR. Said the tool is very, very early, and I wish more people understand that it is nowhere close to taking away jobs.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you. We will stop today's discussion with this. I think we have taken much longer time. How many of us are appearing for Federal Bank GD? Please raise your hand. Out of this, how many have got interest on Federal Bank GD and interview? Please raise your hand. One Gopika. Only one person. 1 Gopika, 2 Dona, 3 Venu, 4 Jaya, Only 4 of you? Oh, only 4 of you. Five. Kiran Reddy, Pooja. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you are there. So candidates, for you people, tomorrow we will have a special session on Saturday. Normally I don't conduct class on Saturday. Luckily, I am not having much work this week. So we will have a Saturday class at 5 o'clock as usual. And all others can also participate. Even Bank of India people can also participate. Nothing wrong. But unfortunately, the topic may be slightly odd for those people because I want this reading or speaking to be made useful for what is that? Our Federal Bank people also. So tomorrow we will take up about us as it is given in our Federal Bank website. Do you follow, Dona, Venu?
Can you repeat it once more?
Tomorrow's topic at 5 o'clock is that about us. See, if you want, I can show you that. Nothing very difficult. I will show you that. What we are going to read or discuss or speak is federalbank.co.in. federalbank.co.in. I'll show you that. Now I am showing you. Excuse me, please stay online. Yeah, this is what we are going to see tomorrow. And in that, there will be a place known as About Us. Who we are, about us. So from here, whatever is given here, you please go through this. And whatever stays in your mind, you can speak out. Whatever stays in your mind, you can speak out. I am, 1 minute. Among this press release, I am more concerned about this press release about the results. Press release for Q1. So this, are you seeing on the screen? Somebody asked. Are you seeing on the screen now? So
Yes.
please go through this, and about all, please go through this one, about us. This one fully. Okay, you please go through this about us fully and that press release fully. And if time permits, you read awards and CSR. Okay, all of you, I request even Bank of India people also to read this and come. You don't have to speak more about Federal Bank because you are not interested in Federal Bank, but you can talk about their corporate social responsibilities, about the awards they have released and all that. So could you follow what I said? Tomorrow's topic is tomorrow's special class because Saturday there are no classes normally, but I am doing it for you people. This is what it is. And one more thing, Federal Bank boys, girls, there is a lot of confusion regarding how the program will go. It's because, one, the result has to come. And after the result, the time available is only 3 or 4 or 5 days. Immediately, they will start the GD. And immediately after GD, they will announce the result same day. And within 3 or 4 days, they will go for interview. That is why I had to adopt this strategy for the first time, say GD and interview preparation before the results. And GD preparation before the results, and GD and interview preparation after the results, so that people who are paying this 808 rupees, you can subtract this 100 rupees and then pay the balance. You will attend the classes for interview also, and due to unfortunate circumstances, if you are not getting selected, then I will refund 250 rupees to you. The balance 250 rupees will be appropriated towards the materials I'll be giving you for interview. which will be of use for you for any other interviews that you are going to attend in future with Federal Bank or with other banks. So this is what the strategy is. There's a lot of confusion. I know some people, some of us here have paid 808 rupees. Yeah, there is one boy or girl, I don't know, 94965. There is one person has paid 400, 80803. And many others have paid only 100. That's not an issue. So please, that is the reason why there is a lot of confusion in this. No. If only they are going to give you time like this Bank of India, where they announce the results, they have given more than 1.5 months for preparation. In fact, we studied for 20 days, then we stopped studying after that. So that is what it is. Whereas that is why we are doing like this. So thank you so much for participating here. And I thought suddenly this idea struck me. Why not we learn about Federal Bank? Because I am unable to talk about the real GD pattern here, because last year, you remember how many people came for my class? Nearly 300 candidates came for GD class. And I conducted it in 3 batches. 3 batches I was conducting it. So that's why I'm not telling about it. And of course, nothing is secret. Everything is available on your internet. So this is what it is. So thank you so much. I would like to close today with the note. Tomorrow's special session will be on Federal Bank. Bank of India people, if you are not very comfortable, you need not attend also. No problem. But if you come,
so
you can.
can we talk about the Bank of India?
Yes, please come and talk about Bank of India, about us.
Okay.
Yes, good point. Good question. Parkodi, then what is the other person? Parkodi, Manpreet. These are the 2 names I remember. Then you can talk about Bank of India. Please talk. The idea is to communicate in English. Idea is to communicate in English. So first what we will do, we will take up Bank of India. We will talk for about 10-15 minutes. Thereafter, we will take our Federal Bank, which will go for another 20 minutes or so. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Sir,
Any questions, please?
Yes, sir.
please stop recording.
No, stop. Actually, today, after some stage, I posted it as online, this thing. So it was going online. I don't know. It's recording plus live. It was going on. So recording, I will stop. And shall I stop it? Anybody, any other personal questions you would like to ask? If you have some personal questions, I will switch off. Any personal questions?
No, sir, not personal. Sir, tomorrow I have exam, sir. Sometime I will come. If possible means I will come.
You don't. Which exam?
RRB.
Oh, acha. Good.
Yes, sir.
Excellent.
I am also having
RRB PO. Everyone is having, I think, sir.
Yes, I am also going
So
to
how
attend
many are not attending exam? Are there some people not attending exam? Otherwise, we will cancel tomorrow. We will have this session on Monday. Correct? All of you, we will have this about bank session on Monday. Monday only.
Sir.
Yeah. Valarmati, please post like this. Monday's session, spoken English class, you post it. Monday's class at 5 p.m. will be on About Us, Federal Bank of India, About Us, Bank of India. And if anybody wants to talk about Bank of Maharashtra, Punjab National Bank, welcome. Because right now interview is going on for those people also. Anyhow, doesn't matter. Yeah. But for them, no interview, no GD. Yeah.
So press release में सारे topics पढ़ने हैं financial year के?
No. Press release में जो कुछ points दिया है, वो पूरा पढ़ लीजिए. पढ़ने का बाद में आपने clearly बताना है what is the total business, what is the total deposits, what is the total advances, what is the net profit, what is the GNPA percentage, what is the NNPA percentage, what is the net interest income percentage, then what is capital adequacy ratio, CAR ratio. This many points you tell, that will do.
Okay. Okay.
Samajh gaya? If this is being
Yeah.
recorded and put live, so there is no secret. These are the important points. Whenever you go for interview, they will ask you these questions. I am making you eligible for, I'm preparing you for the interview also simultaneously. Again, we are going to meet on Monday, 5 p.m. Correct?
Okay, sir.
Thank you, Porkodi. Best of luck. And all those who are going to write, what is that? RRB PO. I wish you all the best of luck. But RRB PO and clerks is really, I'm not threatening you. It's
Yes,
really,
sir, it is really competitive.
really competitive. You know, out of
Yes.
80, Uttar Pradesh and all, sometimes the cutoff is 72, 74.
Yes, sir. The attempts are 79.
Ah,
Some people have attempted 80 on 80.
God, how to do that? So that is the problem. Anyhow, best wishes, Jaya, Gopika, Balar, Manpreet, Dona, Kiran, Pooja, Venu, Porkodi, Nandri, Vanakam.